What If the Family America Thought They Knew was built on silence, heartbreak, and secrets. Tonight, we uncover the explosive revelations in Kody Brown's memoir and how one terrifying night with her daughter truly nearly shattered the sister wives' legacy forever. Stay with us because the hidden truths Kody reveals may change how you see Kody Brown forever. This isn't just a story about reality TV. It's about loyalty, betrayal, and the moment a mother realized the man she trusted most wasn't there when it mattered.
I sometimes need a private place where I can be alone, gather my thoughts, so I hide in a closet or hide in the garage.
Oh, so Kody has left for Utah and is going to go see McKelty again. And she was just
What If the Family America Thought They Knew was hiding a devastating secret? Now, we peel back the curtain on the shocking accusations facing Kody Brown, from child neglect to a terrifying health scare that nearly pushed Kody past her breaking point. Was this the final straw that destroyed sister wives forever? Stay tuned because in the next few minutes, you'll hear the undisclosed details that TLC never showed you, and why fans across the nation are demanding answers. The Brown family once symbolized unity in the face of controversy, but behind the smiles, cracks were forming. And at the center, one child's health scare would change everything. Truly Brown, the youngest daughter of Kody and Kody, faced a medical crisis that no child should endure. Sources close to the family allege that neglect, not chance, made it worse. Was Kody too absent, too distracted, to notice the warning signs? Kody remembers every moment. The panic, the helplessness, the anger that her husband, the man meant to protect their family, wasn't there when it mattered most. Was this the night she realized she had to walk away? Viewers have seen Kody preach about responsibility, but in Truly's moment of need, fans ask, where was the father figure he claimed to be? As the cameras rolled, tension grew. Kody accused Kody of exaggerating. Kody, in turn, accused Kody of indifference. Their marriage, once hanging by a thread, was now unraveling in front of millions. But here's the twist: it wasn't just about Truly's health. This was the culmination of years of emotional neglect, favoritism, and broken promises. Kody had been keeping score, and the list was longer than anyone imagined. The breaking point came when Kody confronted Kody face to face. If you won't show up for Truly now, when will you ever? That moment, captured in whispers and tears, became the unofficial end of their marriage. Kody chose freedom over silence. But in choosing herself, she exposed Kody to public outrage like never before. Fans lit up Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit. How could Kody abandon his child? One viewer wrote. This isn't just bad parenting, it's neglect. The backlash was instant, fiery, and relentless. The Brown family's story was always meant to be about love and resilience. But the reality? It became a case study in broken trust, parental responsibility, and the courage it takes for a woman to say, enough. And here's the shocking revelation: Truly's health scare wasn't the only hidden crisis. Other children, other moments, where Kody allegedly failed to step up. Is this just the beginning of more stories waiting to surface? Kody's breaking point became a breaking point for the fans, too. Because when you see a mother protecting her child, and a father choosing excuses instead, the world takes sides. Was Kody Brown truly guilty of child neglect, or simply a man overwhelmed by a collapsing empire? The truth depends on who you ask. But one fact remains undeniable: Kody's courage changed the sister wives' story forever. To the women watching tonight, mothers, daughters, sisters, Kody's journey is more than reality TV. It's a reminder of your strength, your voice, and the power of walking away when love no longer protects. But the story doesn't end here. With every new season, new revelations surface. And fans ask, will Kody ever admit his failures, or will history repeat itself? If this story shocked you, don't stay silent. Hit like, share your thoughts in the comments. Part 2: What If the Family America Thought They Knew wasn't the full story? For over a decade, TLC's sister wives painted a picture of love, unity, and struggle. But in Kody Brown's brand new memoir, the curtain has been pulled back and the truth is more shocking than fans ever imagined. In the next few minutes, you'll hear about secret fights, betrayals hidden off camera, and the emotional scars Christine reveals for the very first time. This is not just a memoir. It is Kody Brown's unfiltered story, and it changes everything we thought we knew about the Sister Wives universe. In her memoir, Christine exposes the silent suffering she endured for years. The favoritism, the dismissals, the moments Kody chose other wives over her, while she struggled alone. Fans always suspected, but now, the truth is confirmed in Christine's own words. She writes about the night she realized she was no longer Kody's partner, but just background, a supporting character in her own marriage. But it doesn't stop there. Christine also reveals what it was like raising children in an environment where love felt conditional, where her daughter Truly's health scare nearly broke her spirit, while Kody questioned her decisions. The memoir doesn't just recount events. It gives voice to pain, betrayal, and the courage to finally say, enough. And here's the twist: Christine admits that for years, she stayed silent to protect the family's image, to protect Kody, to protect TLC. But silence comes at a cost, and she was the one paying it. The memoir's most jaw-dropping chapter? Christine confesses the exact moment she knew the marriage was over. Not during a fight, not on camera, but in a quiet, heartbreaking moment, when she realized Kody would never choose her again. She calls it her breaking point. The night she shifted from wife to survivor. And fans across the nation have not stopped talking about it. Reddit exploded. Twitter lit up. Facebook groups filled with women saying, Christine's story is our story too. Suddenly, this wasn't just about one polygamous marriage. It became a movement. Her memoir forces us to ask difficult questions. Was Kody's vision of plural marriage ever about love? Or was it about control? And what happens to a woman's spirit when she's told year after year that she's not enough? And then comes the shocking reveal: Christine wasn't the only wife keeping secrets. Her memoir hints at whispers, conflicts, and rivalries the cameras never dared to show. What else has TLC been hiding? Christine's voice is more than a tell-all. It is an anthem for women who feel unseen, unheard, and unloved. Her courage has inspired countless fans to rethink what strength really looks like. Kody Brown's reputation may never recover. Fans accuse him of emotional neglect, manipulation, and hypocrisy. The backlash has been brutal, relentless, and public. But Christine? She's been met with overwhelming love and support. To the women watching, Christine's memoir is more than gossip. It's a reminder: you are not trapped. You are not powerless. And your story deserves to be told. But the question remains, now that Christine has spoken her truth, will the other wives follow? And if they do, how much more of the Brown family story will unravel? If Christine's revelations shocked you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit like, share your thoughts in the comments. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. Christine's memoir recounts one of the darkest chapters, when young Truly's health spiraled. She was rushed to the hospital with kidney failure, a crisis that could have ended tragically. Christine was terrified, exhausted, alone. And where was Kody? Christine describes watching monitors beep, doctors rushing in, while she clutched her daughter's hand. Minutes stretched into hours. She writes, every second felt like I was screaming in silence. And he wasn't there. Fans always suspected cracks in Kody's parenting, but Christine's memoir puts those suspicions into heartbreaking detail. For years, Christine admits, she stayed silent. She smiled for the cameras, cooked for the family, raised her children while privately enduring neglect. In her memoir, she confesses, I thought if I stayed quiet, I could protect everyone. But silence was destroying me. But the silence didn't protect the family. It protected Kody. In chapter after chapter, Christine reveals the emotional weight of living in a plural marriage where Kody's favoritism was no secret. Fans saw glimpses on screen, Robin's needs prioritized, Christine's dismissed. But Christine's memoir fills in what the cameras didn't capture. And when Truly's health scare came, the favoritism turned into neglect that Christine could no longer ignore. The breaking point came during a late-night confrontation. Christine recalls telling Kody, "If you won't show up for Truly now, when will you ever?" It was raw, painful, and final. That moment marked the end of their marriage in Christine's heart. But here's the twist. Christine admits in her memoir that she had already planned her exit months earlier. Truly's crisis wasn't the first betrayal, it was the last straw. Christine's revelations force fans to re-examine the entire sister wives experiment. Was plural marriage about faith and family, or about one man's control? Legal experts note that emotional neglect, while not always prosecutable, leaves lasting scars. And Christine's memoir is living proof. This isn't just Christine's truth, it's a warning to women everywhere about the dangers of being silenced in their own relationships. Fans erupted. One wrote on Reddit, "I cried reading Christine's words. She gave up everything for Kody and he gave her nothing." Another fan declared, "This isn't just TV drama. It's child neglect." The backlash against Kody was swift, brutal, and relentless. Today, Christine stands free, remarried, rebuilding, and finally living life on her own terms. Truly is healthy, Christine is thriving, and fans see her as the ultimate example of resilience. But the memoir leaves one haunting question. If Christine's truth is this explosive, what happens if the other wives ever decide to write their own? To the women watching tonight, Christine's courage isn't just her story. It's yours too. Have you ever stayed silent to keep the peace? Share your experience in the comments below because your voice matters. Christine writes about her early marriage years, the hope, the dreams, and the sacrifices she made believing plural marriage would bring joy. But as the family grew, so did the distance. She recalls, "I was present in body, but invisible in spirit." Viewers looking back now say the signs were always there, they just didn't want to see it. Christine's memoir doesn't only focus on her pain. It also hints at the struggles of the other wives. She writes that Janelle often shared quiet frustrations, while Mary felt increasingly sidelined. And Robin? Christine reveals she always suspected Robin's entrance marked the true beginning of the end. Was Christine speaking only for herself or for all the sister wives? Christine recalls the longest night of her life. She describes the hospital corridor lights flickering, the sound of Truly's shallow breathing, and her silent prayers. Every beep of the machine echoed like thunder. She wrote, "I begged God for one more chance to keep her safe." Mothers everywhere connected with Christine's words. One fan wrote, "I felt like I was holding Truly's hand too." Christine's memoir also forces us to look at the legal and cultural backdrop. At the time, Utah's polygamy laws placed the Brown family under scrutiny. Christine explains how living under constant legal fear added tension to an already fragile household. So was it the law, or the marriage itself, that tore this family apart? Experts suggest that emotional neglect can be just as damaging as physical absence. Psychologists note that children raised in such households may carry invisible wounds. Christine's memoir echoes this truth that neglect isn't always about action, but about silence. On Facebook, fans debated if TLC should be more accountable for showing dysfunction as entertainment. Christine describes sitting at her kitchen table, pen in hand, reliving every heartbreak. She admits she cried while writing, and at times considered stopping. But she pushed forward, determined to give her truth to the world. She writes, "If my daughters read this one day, I want them to know their mother found her voice." This wasn't just a book, it was a declaration of freedom. Reddit threads turned into digital support groups. Women across America shared their own stories of leaving toxic marriages. YouTube comments flooded Christine's clips, "You gave me courage." Facebook groups called her memoir a survival manual for women everywhere. Christine's story stopped being just entertainment, it became a movement. Today, Christine is remarried to David Woolley. Her memoir closes not with bitterness, but with hope. She reflects, "For the first time, I feel chosen." One commenter wrote, "Christine didn't just survive Kody, she thrived after him." and fans are left to wonder who will be the next to tell their truth. And if this shocked you, buckle up. Our next documentary uncovers the untold secrets from Janelle's side of the story and why she might be the next wife to break her silence. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because the truth behind Sister Wives is only beginning to surface.